Okay guys, back at you, custom built for play, go mode. Let me see what I got here. Hex6s, supposed to be waterproof. Oh, you know I'm gonna put that to the test. So, just came in the mail. So, I'm gonna see what we got in this box here. I'm out here on my little porch today while I do my little painting and all, as you see. So, it kind of came, it's kind of heavy, actually. Sorry about the one hand, guys, I almost dropped it. But as you can see, everything's pretty clear in print on this here, so it's easy to understand. Everything is like right in your face. So, here we go. I had to get a couple new batteries if you're going to run the 6S here, so see what I get myself into on batteries. Thinking going maybe about a 6,000 and maybe a 50cc or whatever, maybe a 50, I don't know. But yeah, 50 is, yeah, 50 should be good. Also too, this is what else it came with. It came with the tape. I already put the tape on. I don't like the tape just to be sitting around. So I put the tape on, the tape for each piece. Nice, I like this switch here, on and off switch. Love it. Also comes with the connectors, which these connectors here go in here, here, and here. So I do it again, here, here, and here. So what I'm going to end up doing, I don't think I'm going to solder these actually. I think I'm going to clamp these. Because I was at my hardware shop and I already have the clamps, but I think they're the wrong size for this. So what they have is these, it's like plastic tubing. It kind of looks like this material here, but it's hard. And it slides in. From what it seems, it slides in, and then you just take a pair of pliers and you just clamp it down. So I'm gonna go with that for now. And then also too, being as though they gave me a little bit of heat shrink, I think that would be a good idea. And then I guess that's pretty much it. The motor that I have coming for this is a Leopard 4082, and that's supposed to go into the shredder. So with that being said, that's what's going to go into my shredder, and I'm going to take my shredder guts out and probably end up sitting them just to the side, because I don't think I'm gonna keep the all of those parts really. I don't know, I'm not gonna probably do anything to them unless maybe this wears off or this burns out. But here are your battery connectors here. So I'm gonna set this up here again. Here are your battery connectors here. This is different from that Dean's, so you might want to get a extension, connection, however, whatever, or just get that battery. But these are more or less like the LiPo, but bigger. I haven't used this battery before, battery this size before, so that's going to be something new for me too. I have to check temps and all once you do that with that. Now, another thing they said too, that I could run my shredder with this ECS on the 6S with the motor, but they said just to keep an eye on your temps. So with that being said, I'm gonna just sit back on that, and I'm not going to even try to wreck anything, burn anything. I don't want any electric surges running through it, no kind of way, no how. Only questionable thing I have is that the package was open and this is split here. So this had to take some kind of hit, some kind of way, get squished, I don't know, but I'll check that out. Amazon will hear about that. I'll just let them know that, you know, the package was damaged, and I'm going to check to see if it's working. And then from there, you'll get your run. I have the onboard cams and all now too, guys, so yeah, you should have a little extra fun with this here. But this is how it came, everything tucked in. Like I said, when I get in my check, and make sure everything is in, make sure everything is there. So this is not a, how you would say, box opening video. First time open, second, okay? So, like I said, I always check. But that's all I have done with this thing. Like I said, me, myself, I like to let you guys see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Even if I experience the bad experiences, you'll see it. So here's the brand. It will be good for a shredder. It's bulky, but you can. I would think maybe even as far as weight, is way heavier than the one that's in it. So I would sit this maybe to the front or the back of it. I mean the front of it, or towards the middle front area, just to give it a little weight in the front. Because I mean, you're going to tear up your spurs. You're going to tear up any kind of diffs you have in there. So, you know, keep the front down. Everything pretty much leveled off way easy, and all the way the wheels will stay on the ground, and it should give you a little more weight in the front, whereas though, you know, you don't have to worry about the wheeling and stripping gears. So that's going to be my little thought on it, whereas though how to put it. But yeah, I mean, this, like I said, it's heavy. It gives you, it's about maybe, I would say, I don't know, let me check the weight on it, I would say, because we can always do that. Because the package weight on it was there you go, there it is, the weight, 240 kilograms, and that's the weight on it. So it feels about a pound almost to me, so, or at least coming up on a pound or so. So yeah, and that's with just the box. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm not good with all of that transferring over, and then you give me a chart, I can read it and I know what I'm doing. But right offhand, no, I don't. But the scene's pretty good. 6S, redcat shredder that I'm throwing this in with a Leopard motor, the 482 or 4082, and it should be a beast from what I've been seeing. Now I've seen two guys actually run that actually made sense on what they were doing with it, so you know, not trying to juice it out. Now also another thing that I'm going to do, I have the programming card, and I'm just going to plug that in there and take a little bit of the punch out, just to put my run my motor in, and to get my motor together and not to burn out any gears or anything like that, because I have the gears and all for it. So going in now. So that'll be the next thing that I do, actually. You know, go down here and try to size it up. You okay? Okay. Okay, guys. Back in my little lab. Gotta turn the torch on. Yeah. Don't want to break my E. Let's see. Ain't worried about a leg. I can probably hook one of these to me and turn myself into something. Who knows? But I'll let you guys see the size comparison on this stuff here. My shop is a mess right now, guys. Sorry about that. Jeez. I was down here watching movies, binge watching actually, and I was just sitting here just chilling. I'm kind of sick, so I was kind of staying away from everybody. Yeah, she's kind of dirty right now. Oh, hey, I'm gonna call it a he. We ain't gonna do that. This is the man's truck. Let's get it together, fellas. But as you can see, the inside of the shredder there, and I'm gonna give you a size comparison on this. Where I'm going to actually probably end up putting it, which probably will end up maybe here in this area here. For one, like I said, that water, your wheels spin, they're going to turn and it's going to shoot. If you look, the angle wise, let me get something here to show you. Angle wise, I'm going to say pretty much the water is going to shoot maybe to that area there off the tire, maybe come over most of it there. So, because I'm completely lined up with the tire there, so the water angle is going to shoot off in that direction. None of my RCs actually get this area here doesn't get too wet. So this is the driest spot in everything that I have, and that's where I'm thinking of I'm going to mount this thing, because if you look, let me show you straight on ahead and just sit it right on top. That's not fitting in there. There is no way possible that's going to fit in there comfortable. Even if I was to squeeze it up there, then you would have a problem with the batteries going in, because this thing is kind of going off over to the sides a little. So, like I said, that water, look where all the dirt is in my truck. Now you see how it's all settling to the back. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of too much of the RCs with the ESCs and all the electronics into the back of it. Like I said, drainage, everything goes straight to the back. What I'm also going to do is probably make a hole here just in case any water comes along this. I'm going to drill a hole here, maybe on the bottom of it, so it can just drain right down. Got to be careful not to hit the chassis. I'm going to tell you that much. Be careful not to hit the chassis. Also, if I have it up here, I have plenty of room. Plenty of room. All my wiring is in the front. So, like I said, this weight here from this will be eliminated. Yeah. It will be, all the weight will be here now. Only weight I will have in the back will be the batteries. And I'm actually going to run out and get a scale in the next couple of days, so I can actually show you guys actually the weight of these things, the weight difference. So whereas though, like I said, a couple, an ounce or so will make a difference in some of these things once you get in the air and once you're driving. So, you know, it'll help. But like I said, I think I'm going to just go with that area there for that. I thought about over here, but it's too close to my servo and also too close to that gear. I don't want any wires just draping over. So like I said, the safest place is here. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't even fight with that decision. Nothing is in the way. Everything's in the clear. The servo arm, it goes into this. The servo arm, it comes up and forward into this little slash there. That's what that's for. So you don't have to worry about that. I can give you a little look too. I don't like doing this, but so as you see, it's going into that area. So that wouldn't be a bad spot. Now, only problem you may have if you messed around and lost a screw and used a longer screw, because I do it at times, use a longer screw for this arm here. That will be your problem. So yeah, that's about, I say, the only issue that, you know, you would have mounting it there. Now, like I said, the motor that I have for this thing here is the Leopard motor. It's the same size, I think, or maybe longer. But as far as width, I've seen guys squeeze it in here, and it sat in there. I'm also working on getting, they have these motor mounts that you can buy, and it's just a single motor mount. It's like a circle, like, matter of fact, shaped just like this here. This whole image of my wrist and hand. And just say my wrist is the bottom, my wrist is the bottom. It's just a cutoff. Now, if you want, you probably can just drill holes in the bottom of the chassis and link that back up, and don't have to worry about that swaying and all of that stuff there. So that'll hold. I'm pretty sure that will hold. And the next thing you probably would want to do is, actually, you probably would be able to keep this if you just order another one of these here and just mount the back on for stability. Dang, that's an idea. So that's what I'll probably end up doing if I want to go in any other RCs. I'm not going to do that with this, but dang, that is something else. Yeah. Because this here, you can really use this on anything. You just have to be able to make the holes and just cut it in half. The bottom already has the mounts on there, so you just come up underneath and it'll sit in. Hey, wow. So half of this, the bottom half of this will be perfect for really any RC, I think, guys. If you have a problem with mounting things, that's something to give for thought. But, yeah, there shouldn't be no issues at all. And then once I do that, these go in. And once these are tight too, guys, so be careful with these. Not too much. These are tight. Don't do too much bending with this area here, because once you put them in, it's a tight fit. So yeah. Yeah, all right, guys. Also have the spur gear just waiting for this to get tore up, so I'm not stressing that. People, please don't put that as a comment. Whatever. Jeez. But if you choose to, then go ahead and stare, and I'll read it and I'll respond. No ignorance, no nothing. But yeah, guys, that's it. Redcat shredder about to get his guts done. Get his guts done all in. Let's see. Like I said, but this is wow. I mean, this actually looks even better in there than that little box. So yeah. Or how about a double ESC? That'll be funny. But yeah. Everything's there. And as you can see, my fans are still there, guys, and they work perfectly. I think I only have one connected. Oh, I have both connected right now. See, both still connected right now to cool me. So, hey. And like I said, I'm going to go with an extra maybe 1,000 milliamp hours. I always do that to run 1, 2, and like I said, it's a one here, it's a fan there, and I was thinking about putting lights on it, so that's for the extra milliamp hours too. Just give me a little extra time. But yeah, and also guys, the next thing I did is here. Now, this here, it works. This is regular. The cushion from your bumpers that are in like vehicles. So instead of taking that full on hit, it does smash in. But there's a bar running straight through. Bars are running straight through the middle. Now either you can make it tighter or you can make it looser. But I'm gonna go a little tighter on this one. But this was just an example of what I was saying you could do as far as protecting your bumper and all of those things. Because you see, I ran into that area. So this is from the Hex6s. What's that Max, E-Max or something like that? T-Max. I just cut the chassis off and just lined it up. I had those coming in the mail, but I said I just didn't like that. Me running and snagging. Because one snagged and the other one snapped back to back. So, yeah, that was an issue that I was kind of like pissed about. But other than that, yeah. And it was more or less me, hitting rocks going straight up the middle here. Just, psh. But hey, that's the most damage I've done to it, period. Plus also, like I said, these tires here, I needed more power and torque into those. Now, I can easily mount this here. Let's go back to where the mounting can go. I can mount that there. That's the power switch, which I would prefer it there or even up here somewhere. Away from the water, where the water just skeets right by. I don't mind that. Because now if you look at this situation that I'm trying to set up for myself anyway, if you choose to follow, you follow. But all electronics are safe. Believe it or not, my fans blow the water off my motor if it gets on there. And by the time I get in there, kind of dry, added on with the heat and all too. So only thing that's really going to get wet is my batteries. And I keep those tucked in. With this next set, I usually get heat shrink, and I'll shrink one end so it can slide freely. And I just slide it down over the whole battery. So yeah, like I can actually show you what I mean by that, because it does work. Yeah, shops. It's my shop, guys. Where's that? Okay, here's an example. Here's an example of what I meant by that. Heat shrink. You see how it covers the head. Plus, when I have them sitting freely, I don't like for them to be exposed. And it just, hold on. See, heat shrink over. And what I did was just took a big piece and squoze it over. Now this slide freely. Let me slide it down. I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, guys. But and it goes in. And then when it's time to drive, I just slide it down. But you see it slides down. I'm doing it with one hand now. But it slides down evenly over everything. And that keeps water off of that. And I also do it for this guy here. And I just tuck him away because they're usually hanging off somewhere. And I don't like that. And I'll cover it and show you what I do with that too. And that's covered. So all in all, safety hazard contained. So that'll be my next thing to do to that. And I already have my programming card, guys. It's just, I have like 3 of these things. When I first started out, I was kind of aggravated because I couldn't get things the way I wanted them. Program, I didn't know how actually. But yeah, I got one. Have a couple. So what I'll end up doing with that is digging up my other ones. I even have the small gray boxes, the little card. I think they call those box, and the other one is just a card, like a little small piece of brown plastic with buttons and all kind of stuff on it. But I have that too. But I'm gonna get back at you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna post me. Actually, I have cameras and everything now, a little monitor, so I can actually film videos of me installing and repairing or whatever, and you guys can just watch along. Uh, that's about it, guys. Like, subscribe. Custom built for play go mode. Like, subscribe. Get at y'all later.